All right, welcome to the show. This is Richard Reacts, and this is me, Richard, reacting. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk. Let's watch this salute or hand gesture everybody's talking about. Let's talk about this. I don't know. Let's see. Just real quick, it's funny how we got all these phones right below all the phones, and we see this in any major thing these days. I just saw a clip like a week or so ago. It was like 2001 New Year's Eve, and everybody's like, yeah, you know, you can kind of tell it's old dated. And then 2024 or whatever, everybody's like, but it was Japan, so it was like slightly different, or some other country in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, something like that. And it's weird because like we're stuck on our phones. You might be watching this on your phone, and I have a phone. I use my phone a lot. It's a tool, but we're really stuck on our phones. And it's like you want a picture of the thing, but your brain is so much better than your phone, and you'll remember it so much better. Anyway, it's just one little kind of thing that I've noticed over the years.
Yes! This is what victory feels like. Yeah! And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization.
I mean, yes. 100% yes. Like, and the leftists know that. But why are they freaking out?
Okay. This you know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one this one really mattered.
It's just like, this one really mattered. Now, let's remember, supposedly he is autistic. Now, he's got an IQ of whatever higher than everybody else on average. And he's one of the most wealthiest men in the world. And he's not like, what's Bill Gates done, right, lately? He hasn't done anything except for inject a bunch of poison into poor African kids. But like, what's Bill Gates done? What have some of these other guys done? Like George Soros. They're not creating anything. Like, these are different billionaires, right? I mean, buying Twitter, obviously, he didn't create it, but he's made it better. But he created Tesla. He created Neuralink. He created, what's the other one? I'm blanking. SpaceX. One or two or three other companies that are lesser known. Like, the guy is a mastermind.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to you. It is.
Let's watch that one more time. Just because here's the thing. I'm of the truth. I'm not of a camp. I really am not. I know everybody probably says that or feels that way, but I really try to do that, especially if I'm not convinced of something, right? I'm not a pundit. I don't watch Fox News. Like, I haven't sat and watched Fox News for like 15 years. I get clips here and there, and really Tucker was the only one. I do listen to Tucker Carlson, but obviously you can tell that guy's not the mainstream media. Like, and I don't think he's been that way for a long, long time. Like, I don't think he's been part of it. He worked there, but anyway, you know, he's not just a parrot. Now, Tucker's not perfect, clearly. But I really appreciate his work and what he does. I really appreciate Elon. I like what he's done overall. There's certain things, of course, I would change, as we would change with anybody if we had the power. Let's watch it again.
Thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you. We're going to have safe cities, finally, safe cities. This one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you.
And yes, it really did matter, like, a lot. Like, to get Kamala Harris in and Donald Trump out. Donald Trump obviously is so much more popular than he was in 2016 and even 2020, and exponentially more popular than Kamala Harris, right? That's obvious. Anyone with eyes can see that that's obvious. I like Trump more than I did in 2020 or 2024 or 16 rather 2016. It's like that meme, you know what I'm talking about, with Mel Gibson meme. It's good. Voting for Trump. Yeah, it's true. All of this is true.
For making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
Okay. All right. So, of course, I saw some media freak out reactions. And I saw a post somewhere. I didn't watch it, but it was the Elon response to what he said. That looked an awful lot like the Hitler thing. I'm not gonna lie. Now, you might be screeching in the comments and clicking unsubscribe to this freak. I knew he was a leftist. Look at those glasses. He's got the Rachel Maddow glasses. No, these, by the way, I saw something with Michael Knowles. He's my favorite Roman Catholic, probably, and my favorite guy at Daily Wire. What's his face wears them too? Matt Walsh, right? Anyway, it was like, they make you look like a flaming lib, I think is what what Shapiro told him like years ago or something like that. But I like these. So these remind me of like the 60s, the 50s, 60s, and into the 70s a little bit of some of my favorite theologians. And just thicker, clunkier glasses. Not all of them wore that, of course, but I like dead guys more from a generation or two that have gone past the scene. Because they can't disappoint you when they're dead, right? They finished the race well, as far as we know. Versus, we've got the Steve Lawsons and Ravi Zachariases and, Carl Lentz. He's a huge influence. Speaking of glasses, big glasses. No, sorry, no. But I like these glasses. And I know Rachel Maddow and a lot of the leftists wear them. Was his name Chris Hayes or something like that? But I like these. I like the way they fit on my face, and I like them. And here's one thing that I tell my children, I'll tell you too. Not like you need me to tell you this because you're a grown up. But if you like something, it's not sinful, it's not offensive to the Lord or even other people per se, like, overtly offensive, because you can always find something offensive. Then do it, right? If you produce content, art, music, painting, food, whatever, if you like it, then it's good. Right? That's a good rule of thumb. I'm stalling. No, I really, I can't. That's not, let's play back in slow-mo. Just one more time. Let's go half speed.
My heart goes out to you.
All right, so right here.
Thank you.
Watch. So his face is very grimaced, right? His face is very grimaced. He's like this. What is my opinion? What's my reaction? I think he did do the Hitler sign. I really do. But I don't think he meant it. That sounds ridiculous. But I think it's true. I think he did not mean it when it's like this meme right here. I don't think he meant it like he's actually a Nazi. I don't think he's a Nazi for a second at all. Not at all. Not even close. What I believe he's doing, because here's the thing. Elon's a massive troll online. He's a massive troll. Like to any member of Congress, AOC, right? Good example. You can go back on his tweets and just see he doesn't care, right? Which is one thing. He doesn't care. Now, he doesn't care because he has tons of money and he doesn't care, right? He can do whatever he wants, which in one sense is a good thing. In another sense, not so much. I don't think he says my heart goes out to you. if it were me or other people saying that, my heart, all my heart goes out to you. You kind of like, you do the both hands thing, like the Coach Walt. He's like, hey, hey. Jim Gaffigan, that was a good impression. Remember that? Like 2 months ago, right? 3 months ago. You don't grimace and then do the thing. So that's my reaction. I think he did do it. I think he did do it, but I don't think he meant it. Not even close. What he's doing is trolling, and that's what Elon does. He's trolling. He's mocking. It's like the prophets of Baal, right? Elijah. Let's look at that. All right, prophets of Baal in the ESV. After many days, the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the third year, saying, "Go show yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth." So Elijah went. We see the context. We see what Elijah's doing and where he's going. Remember, Elijah's been there for 3 years. It hasn't rained because of rebellion, disobedience. Let's see. Perhaps. All right. So at noon, Elijah mocked them, saying, "Cry aloud, for he is a god." Elijah, either he is musing or he is relieving himself. That's going to the bathroom, dropping a deuce. That's not in the kids' Bibles, by the way. Or he's on a journey. He's on vacation. Perhaps he's asleep and he must be awakened. And they cried aloud even more, then cut themselves, their custom with their swords and their lances, until the blood gushed out upon them. And at midday past, they raved on until the offering of the oblation. But there was no voice. No one answered. No one paid attention. And then Elijah said, "Come near to the people." Remember, this is one versus multiple prophets. What is it, like 200 prophets of Baal? Something like that. Elijah took 12 stones, according to, he does the whole thing here. Fill the water fill 4 jars, can't read today, with water. Pour it on the burnt offering of the wood. Right, so he soaks the altar, calls it down. At the time of the offering, the oblation, Elijah the prophet came near and said, "O Lord God of Isaac, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel," or Jacob, "let it be known this day that you are the God in Israel, that I am your servant, and that I have done." Make this a little bit bigger. "Answer me, O Lord, that this people may know that you, O Lord, are God, and that you have turned their hearts back." Then fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering, the wood, and the stones, and licked up the water in the trench. When people saw it, they fell on their faces. "The Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God." Seize the prophets of Baal, let no one escape, and they slaughtered them there. Big deal, right? That's a massive deal. What's he doing? You could exposit that passage, and many people have, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, he's mocking. And I believe that's what Elon's doing. It's not the exact same thing, but it's a principle. It's what we're seeing. It's how we can use the scripture today, especially many of the Old Testament narratives. We see these things happening, and it's not a matter of always mocking and always going around. But when you're ridiculed, when you're called a white supremacist, a fascist, a Nazi, and all these other things, time and time again, when a few years ago they liked you, this is Elon Musk, and a few years before that they liked you, Donald Trump, and all these people, RFK, they loved RFK until they didn't. They loved Tulsi Gabbard until they didn't. Remember 2020? It doesn't matter whether you're a woman, you're a foreigner, right? He's an African American, right? South African. Doesn't matter whether you're even gay, right, or lesbian. There's people that are that, which of course is sinful. But regardless, they see Donald Trump, even in 2016, and like, yeah, no, they don't want that. They don't want to see that. What they want, that is the leftists, the elites, the utopian people, they want compliance. That's what they want. Or they want further extremes like AOC and, although I feel like she's really calmed down a lot. She's lost her team, right? One or two of the squad have not been elected. Anyway, I think that's what Elon's doing. I think he did do it. I don't think he says my heart goes out. I get that, but I think he's trying to save face right there. Maybe you can go watch the reaction. But because of the grimace, he's doing it in defiance. Now again, I don't think he's a Hitler lover. Not even close. Not even close. Hear me? Come here. He's not a Hitler lover. He's not a Z. You have to say it very differently because otherwise the algorithm apparently, I don't know. There's a reason why they focus so much energy on that one bad guy, right? And anybody who's even remotely close to that is that bad guy. Now, keep in mind, this was National Socialist. That's what the not national and Z socialist. It's German, it's different. National Socialism. It was leftist. It's on the left. It's not on the right. Hitler was on the left, not on the right. Prove me wrong. Y'all take care. Until next time, God bless, and that's it. See ya.